Absolutely amazing series to watch. It was a surprising result considering the level that Bly's been playing at. I know Huck was really sick that day, like genuinely. He's streaming afterwards. The guy was pretty much a zombie, poor guy. And but you know, he played his mind out, and then eventually Huck did fall to Nurchio, but Nurchio is also a beast of sorts, so there's no shame in that. But yes, hopefully Bly is sorting out his mouse issue. So it was a mouse problem. Yeah, I don't know how you could play StarCraft without a mouse. Without a keyboard, yeah, but a mouse?
Yeah, at first I thought it was the keyboard issue, but I guess he's just saying no buttons work meant his mouse buttons don't work, which is, you know, yeah.
All right, we're heading to the map again. Hopefully.
We are into the map for the third time.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole series of maps have happened already.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's get this on. Let's get the show on the road, as they say. As they say in Whoville.
All right, guys. So it's Neeb versus Bly in this best of 3 for the Gauntlet Super Test Tuesday. All right, guys. To the bottom left side of the map, we have the purple Zerg. It is Bly.
Yeah, and in the top right corner, we have, of course, probably one of the best foreigners right now. I'd say. I think maybe. Would you say the best Protoss at least?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say the best foreigner Protoss.
Well, or Drogo. It's hard to say.
Yeah, okay, or Drogo. Drogo did just win the DreamHack.
Yeah.
We have Neeb, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe best
North
the
American.
ladder, of course, I'd say.
I'd say for sure best North American. It's hard to say. Huck is really performing well too, but he does fear Neeb sometimes on ladder. He does know Neeb can take games from him. But what do we have here? This is a nice early scope. It is a 4-player map.
Very
Once you get a little bit of vision going on.
When you're facing hashtag Bly on fire, you got to scout. You never know what this guy's gonna throw at you. He is the king of these ladder builds.
Yeah, so as you see, guys, this is a test, so we're not showing production tab. We're not going to harp on that too much. Just so you guys know, we'll mention it every so often that there will be no production tab, so if you're calling for it in chat, there's a reason why it's not there. This is a test. And we're going to see how it goes out. Okay, we got a nice hatch here going down for Bly. Nothing too unexpected for our Zerg player. Quick gas, though, but this is actually to be expected, too. You want to get that, we're going to get your speedlings out early, or for the option to get roaches out, because adept pushes, especially off 2 gates, is very popular in the current meta as it stands.
He does look into the base and gets all the information he needs. He scouted everything, scouted the expanse, scouted the gas, early gas. So yeah, basically sees all the things. He's going to check for the third hatch. Probably in a little bit, hide that probe around the corner somewhere.
Yep, it's going to be a little bit sneaky with this probe. I would be surprised if he tries any sort of shenanigans with it, but you know, it would not be unheard of. Neeb, though, is not the cheesy kind of guy. I used to consider him like very all-in-ish when he first started playing Protoss. He switched from Terran in early 2015, end of 2014, to Protoss because he hated being Protossed all the time and decided to join the dark side, as it were. And now we have one of the best Protoss players in the foreign scene. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that happened, actually. Played Terran, trained under intense gravity, of course, and then went to the Protoss side, and, you know, of course, everybody knows Protoss so easy that he just immediately started winning all the things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, indeed.
See, the life of this Ling's gonna go too much further. Doesn't seem like it.
Nope, the Adept makes quick work of it. Both players know exactly where they are by the looks of it. We got a third hatch going down for Bly. And yeah, this Adept is just there to really scout. It's not meant to kill anything. If it kills anything, that's a pretty big victory for Neeb, but it's highly unlikely at this point.
Once again, really quickly, guys, we are not showing the production tab. This is a purposeful thing. We're not doing this, for no reason. We're just going to see how it goes. It's Super Test Tuesday. And if you have any concerns about that or do not like it or have other suggestions, to make sure to let Gauntlet SC2 on Twitter know.
Yeah, and also just hit that exclamation point test.
Yeah.
And it'll give you a link to Team Liquid Thread for more information. But yes, we'll leave it at that. So if anybody has any questions, do send them that way. But sit back, enjoy, drink some caffeinated drinks, and we're in for some pretty good StarCraft here. We have a bunch of Lings moving across the map towards the natural base of Neeb. Nice surround here. Oh, but it warps away just in time.
Does make it out. Remember, the pylons, one of the recent changes, of course, and everybody's been saying this too, is when you overcharge, it takes a lot of energy, so you don't have 20 overcharges. So that one right there, he's not going to have another one for a while. And that might have almost been wasted, but I guess he had to force them off the pylon.
Yeah, they do slightly a little bit more damage, and I believe they last longer as well.
A little bit more damage lasts longer, but to something like a Ling, I'm not sure if it was
worth. Yeah, it's a little bit of a nerf in that sense, I suppose. I mean, it was a nerf in a big way. It takes twice the amount of energy, and it was not twice the amount of damage or time. So
over here,
pretty rough.
A little sneaky, a little hidden. We do have a Dropper Lord getting ready, and the Lings, of course. Some of them are already damaged, so they'll be easier to stop.
Oh, we got Adepts moving out here. Oh wow, nice sense. But there's a Stalker here too. Was not on patrol. Now it's moving out.
I think he saw it at the edge of the. At the edge, because the Lings are out that early. What else are you going to do with them at this point?
Oh, yeah, now there's a Stalker and a Warp in here, too. I think
he will have to get back up top, though. These are Lings, and they will attack that Stalker.
But they're low health Lings. I think the Stalkers should be fine.
That one's dead for sure.
Oh, no, he gets surrounded on it, too. A little bit sloppy there by Neeb. He did not even need to get that close.
This other Stalker is, I didn't sign up for this.
It's like, and I'm done.
Yeah. Well, oh, wow, some Lings coming from the front as well. Same time. Yeah, Double Stargate.
Wow.
My God, here we were thinking these were extra gates, but so everything's been seen as well, though, at the same time, right? This is the play I think we saw from Myunsik did something similar to this, except he started with Stargate, right? And then afterwards he'd go right into
Stalkers, yeah.
Yeah, Stalkers.
Well, the thing is with Myunsik, his anti-Zerg build would be to get disruptors, apply pressure, and do disruptor drops, forcing the Zerg player to go Spire Tech to deal with the Warp Prism drops.
Exactly.
But, in this, and then he'd go to Double Stargate and counter the Mutalisk ahead of time with Mass Phoenix, and it was a genius play, beautiful to watch.
We got a bunch of roaches coming out right now. This was not seen by the Watchtower. He went around the Watchtower for these Adepts here. See how many workers he gets.
Yeah, quite a few workers going
get
down.
The Queen. Halting production this early in the game is nice. You'd have to decide between workers and roaches.
I mean, 4 workers down so far, and the number is just rising. There's a handful of roaches here to deal with this, but as we all know, these Adepts are quite tanky, and roaches themselves do not do an extraordinary amount of damage to them. In fact, I kind of like how they both don't kill each other very fast. Allows for a little bit more dynamic battle and more micro potential, but they're still being quite nuisance. Nice focus fire here on the drones as well. 17 drones going down.
Definitely got his money's worth out of those.
No
this
question.
Link does see the two Phoenix crossing the map. And it's unlikely that those are hallucinate too. Usually you see 2 of them. They're real, and they're going to pick something up here to remove all doubt. There's 4. So these roaches are trying to cross the map. They're going to turn back. Losing a couple of those now and then wouldn't be a good.
Yeah, this is pretty annoying for Bly for sure. He has nothing really to deal with any air composition at all, as this third base is now up and running for Neeb. Gas is going to be taken right away, as we know he's going air. At least it looks like so far. And that is a very gas-intensive build to go. Oh, it looks like Bly is going to push the issue, though. He has a healthy number of roaches and a Ravager morphing in, but he's hurting. He lost a lot of workers in that nice harass, quote-unquote harass by those Adepts. Killed a lot more workers than they needed to.
Adepts kind of just come in and say, hey, we're going to take some lives here.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Nice
with these force builds and all the pickups, this is going to be really hard to get any damage done. I would just you can't even back off either, because these Phoenix will hunt you down, and they will catch you.
And these are a lot of low health roaches as well.
I'm surprised these didn't follow, but roach speed is done. I guess he didn't want to take too much of a chance.
Yeah. Also, Neeb though, man, a pattern we saw. I was mentioning earlier that when he first started being protest, he was very all-in-ish, but as he's developed and become a more complete player, he is super safe, man. He plays the safe level, mana level safe. The guy is not. He's not one to just bust down that door. Not unless that moment is super right, and that's when and when you see it, you know it, because Neeb is devastating when he's aggressive, but he has that patience that just any other player would just go for the kill. And we see these overlords going down, and that is devastating to an already costly losses from those workers earlier on. That attack did not enough damage for Bly. Bly is in a pretty tough spot.
Oddly enough, we now have Burrow in play. Observers should be able to come out. He did see that happen, right? With these
definitely.
2 Void Rays, they saw it. I mean, is there an observer out? Oh, there is, yeah. And a cannon. He's double safe.
He's double safe. How safe?
Double safe.
Oh my gosh.
2 times the safety of a single safe.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. These Phoenix still putting in the work, getting picked apart a little bit by these
look like he
queens.
lost a couple, but all these queens are now over here, so he could come and pick off some of the outside here. We have Hydralisks on the field now. Lots of Hydralisks. Those were unexpected. I guess he just wants to shut down this air, but at the same time, you got a transition path now in Legacy of the Void. Fourth base for both on the way. This one's already done. No workers yet, though, so nothing really out of it yet, other than a little bit of production.
Yeah, we got the Void Ray still being a little bit annoying, as Neeb did not commit to the air. I kind of like that. He's playing it safe. He's not going mass anything. Has some Phoenixes just to keep Bly honest, eliminating any scouting overlords or overseers that may cross the map, keeping tabs on what Bly is up to. And this is a key of I guess a key to a good Protoss player is just using your units to scout, not throwing them away, not being wasteful, making them cost effective as possible. See, look at these Phoenix. He's using their energy, keeping his energy relatively low on his Phoenix. Just make them useful. Otherwise, they're just wasted resources sitting there. And he's already ahead, and he's getting more ahead.
Oh my god.
And that was unfortunate.
What?
What? I think we just saw mutiny. Bly's army is not happy with itself.
No. This queen, you stood and watched by as far too many of these drones die.
Yeah,
New queen.
You're supposed to kill the
New
Phoenix.
queen. And a new one is building, actually, now.
Yeah.
Fairly unfortunate that those types of things are happening to poor Bly's army.
Yeah, +2 missile attack about to finish here for Bly.
Oh my god, lots of Immortals coming into play, too.
Yeah, I think
oh my goodness. He's going
I've seen this before. He got Archons for tanking damage as well as a lot of Immortals. He thinks the Lurkers are on the way.
Yeah, Immortals, they can puncture that Lurker line as long as you spread them out just enough.
And with that many Hydralisks on the field as well, it's a pretty safe assumption to assume Lurkers may be on the way. And a Lurker Den is being created as we speak.
Yep.
So it's a pretty good play. Again, Neeb a couple steps ahead of Bly. Yet again, he will lose a couple of these Phoenixes, though, for free. But, I mean, is it really for free, Element?
You know what? He saw the Lurker Den, the move-out's coming.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to give him time to morph in these. Of course, a bunch of spines go up. Does Bly know? Did Bly have the tower? I didn't actually get to see that. I don't see any carcass here of any dead bodies, so I don't believe so. But he probably knows, he's got to have the move-out soon. He did see the Lurker Den coming in.
Yeah.
This is a strong army. Without Lurkers, I don't even know. What do you give up this base?
Well, you can't fight down that choke.
No, he's got to wait for these Lurkers. Without
Yeah.
these Lurkers, he's just going to die.
Yeah, he has to sacrifice this base
off
Bly.
right here. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't get those workers out. And all these overlords were kind of left for dead, but they'll make it. They'll make it.
All right, right now, Neeb is in a fantastic position right now. I like these two Void Rays, putting in a lot of work, too. Again, he didn't overcommit to the air as he knew that Bly would transition to a lot of Hydralisks.
So Bly's going for a counter here. At the same time, he's
that's
defending
gutsy.
back at home. But this base is just out in the open. It's going to die almost instantly.
He may go for a counter, but remember, Photon Overcharge is still back there. He could do Warpins. He's floating a lot of money, is Neeb. And, yeah, this is an absolutely excellent position for our American Protoss player. Bly, a little bit sloppy here. It seems maybe indecision or his multitasking is being stretched a little bit too thin. He didn't attack immediately with his Hydralisks, and he needs to get as much damage as possible.
Not an overcharge. Well, I mean, there's overcharge as well, but time warp. Interesting.
That's interesting.
He will come back home. He took out 2 bases. They're not being rebuilt, so this is almost all in from Bly at this point. This is to kind of try and put down the base again with his Lurkers holding back. Yeah,
Hydralisks do a lot of damage, but they are not a tank, and this Protoss army is going to clean these up pretty quickly.
And the problem is he took out a base that's already almost mined out for me. He's still going to replace it. But at the same time, these are, compared to that one, relatively fresh bases.
Yeah, those are very fresh bases.
And
Bly absolutely needed those.
This one's not even mining. It's so rich. But
yeah, Neeb gives no cares right now. I think he knows his army supply must be quite a bit higher than his opponent's, as he knows what kind of damage he's done so far. Lurkers, though, cannot be underestimated. Last I heard, Lurkers, good unit there, Element.
Yep. I know one of my new friends makes Lurkers all the time.
Yep. Wait, what? I make Lurkers all the time. You're talking about me, aren't you?
You're talking about
exactly.
These roaches are they're healing as fast as they're dying, so at least they're having some fun.
Yeah, we'll get a couple worker kills here. Again, nothing too critical, but Bly's trying his best to claw his way back. But Neeb is playing it
cannons.
safe. Cannons galore.
Oh,
nice.
These are going to die as
Stasis
soon
ward.
as they... Oh, look at all these Immortals. Watch this.
Oh, no.
I don't know if anything else is going on across the map. This is what you need to see right here.
Yeah, that's like, what else matters right now?
Why are these guys even over here?
I don't know.
Let's check over here.
Oh, man, these Immortals.
Just watch.
This is going to hurt.
Just watch.
Oh, the bloodbath. Oh, the humanity.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Were they even there? That's the question. Were they even there?
I don't even know if there was anything burrowed there, to be honest.
No, I don't think so either.
I couldn't tell you.
Nope.
Spines moved up. Lurkers are behind it. Can he break this? A lot of Immortals. They get the 200 health shield. But it is just a shield. It's not like it's invulnerability or anything, so...
Yeah, the attack is happening right now. That is a lot of lurkers opening in. A lot of work as well. But yeah, nice pickups here to get rid of some of these lurkers, and these immortals are doing the work exactly as intended. Neeb knows exactly what he's doing. Breaking through indeed. And that was a pretty wide area. It wasn't exactly a super choke.
A lot of immortals did die, but it's GG. Yeah, the red's on the wall there.
Well, GG. Game 1 goes to Neeb in this best of 3 versus Acer's Bly. Guys, this is the Gauntlet Super Test Tuesday, where we're testing recently suggested.
Let the chat know about the production tab so they don't rage at us.
I'm getting that. Where we are testing out recently suggested changes to the amount of information shown in game, including not showing the production tab and the supply. So, you know, less information, as has been said by certain community members, equals more entertainment, and we're gonna try that out for a bit. I mean, I think it's pretty fun so far. I don't. You know, just to see what's happening. Live in the moment, guys, right? That's what this is about. Live in the moment. Live in life. You know, the way StarCraft is meant to be. And we're looking at the bracket here just a little bit here. 1-0. We have Huck versus Kellizer coming up next, of course. As you can see, we have a double elimination bracket, as it is calling it, I think. And so yes, pretty exciting. Some of the foreign scene's top players facing each other for $300 prize pool, guys. Winner gets $200. And the loser, the loser, second place, gets 100 bones. So yes, less information equals more entertainment. You decide, guys. Hit up, I guess, !test in chat, and there will be a link to the Team Liquid forum page. Discuss it there. Any opinions, good or bad, please do. Just keep an open mind. And I mean, guys, overall, we're watching StarCraft here. Like, does life get any better than watching StarCraft? I mean, StarCraft and caffeine. Like, those two together, then we're good. Like, I got my caffeine. I don't know about you guys. I'm set for life. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element.
I am here. You know what? I just noticed Neeb's clan is titled On Fire. I don't know if this is a subtle jab at Bly here, or
it's a sign of respect.
Or a sign of respect, of course.
I'm going with the jab. I'm going with the jab.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. All right, guys, we'll be heading to game number 2 right away. It will be Ruins of Ceres in this best of 3. Thanks, guys, for tuning in so far. We're just getting started today, guys. That was just the first game of the evening. Guys, this event is sponsored by Cetone and the Gauntlet crew. Please do follow them at Gauntlet SC2 on Twitter. That is at Gauntlet SC2 on Twitter. You know, just keep up, show some support for run these events since early last year. You know, just still a growing event series, and we really appreciate your support. And yeah, just show them some love, and also get the latest updates, news, and happenings in the Gauntlet event series. So good to keep up to date on future events, and there will be future events. We'll get into that a little bit later. There'll be plenty of future events, Element. That's the word in the street, and I always believe in the word in the street. Nothing's more true than that. All right, guys. Also, keep in mind that yes, right away, right after this series, depending on how this goes, you never know. As we have Huck versus Kellizer. I am a massive Huck fan. He's my favorite player of all time. So as always, whenever I cast Huck, it is the most joyous time of my life. So I scream like a girl. Forgive me. And actually, I won't even ask for forgiveness for that. I do it with pride. And because Huck's amazing. All right, guys, we're heading to game number 2 right now.
Huckstoppable. Huckbelievable.
Exactly, man.
Okay, we will be going into
Huck.
game 2 very shortly. Just getting a couple things out of the way first.
Yep, setting it up, guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is the Gauntlet Super Test Tuesday, where we are experimenting with less information is less information, more entertainment. You decide, as we are not showing the production tab or the supply.
That is true.
Thing. Or the supply. We'll call it like that. All right, guys. To the top right-hand side of the map, we have the Red Zerg player. Hashtag Bly on fire. It is Bly.
And the best Terraner turned Protoss of all time.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Not saying.
I don't know.
No, yeah.
It is Neeblet.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, once you think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Mind blown.
Yeah, exactly.
I could not believe it.
I don't even know what's real anymore.
I don't. All right, Hatch first here, going down for Bly.
A couple other things to note here while we're in early stages of this game. We will be testing out different things as this goes along. So I will have, supply blocked and production off right now. after this, we might have supplies shown production block. We might have just structures tab shown, stuff like that. So
Yeah, in the next
make
series.
sure
Or,
to let us know on the Team Liquid thread, and let us know at Gauntlet SC2 on Twitter.
yeah,
What works, what doesn't. This is all up to you guys. It's going to turn into what the actual format comes in the future as well. So let us know now, and we can make those changes.
exactly. We're just, in essence, trying to make an educated decision on perhaps the future formats for broadcast formats, rather, for Gauntlet events.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting anyway.
Well, that's it. At the end of the day, we're looking for what's most exciting, right?
Yeah.
So if this is more exciting and everybody agrees on that, then we can move ahead and do something like this.
I'm liking the supply block thing, or no, the not seeing supply thing. Not supply
Yeah.
block. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hate those happening all the time. No, I like not seeing the supply. Personally, it's quite enjoyable.
I mean, the wise among us still see the army and the workers. So
Yeah.
they can put
there's
some of
that,
together.
yeah. Well, I'm terrible at math, so it doesn't affect me.
Let him know he can leave without breaking something, except for our perfect viewing experience.
Yeah. There goes
that's fine.
Aftermath, one of the other language casters. I believe he's on the German stream.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got a little scout going on for Neeb as well. We got a base going down for Neeb.
We've already saw that.
Three hatch,
It's
fast
all
three
the
hatch,
things
yeah.
you needed to see.
Exactly
Knows
what I need
what's
to
up.
see. I like this decision from Bly. I'm more of the economic-oriented Zerg. That's why I love watching Pig stream. He loves the greed. If you're not familiar with Pig, do watch the stream. Really entertaining and educational. Yeah, he loves the greed, and we're seeing Bly do I'd say this is a pretty greedy opener, all things considered.
All things considered, indeed. Well, let's see what this little guy can get done as he moves in to the lower base.
Yeah, there's
Bly
nothing here at
destroying
all.
his
The
own
queen will pop
extractors.
out soon, but he might get a worker kill.
Yeah.
Unless Bly does micro appropriately. Oh, he's not focusing down the drone. Does get one drone
No.
kill. That's a pretty good victory right there. As this is really just meant to scout and see what's up. It's not
Yeah.
actually meant to kill anything. He gets 2 drones, forced one of the drones to turn himself into a simulator, being pretty annoying, and he warps his way out.
So the
Shades
damage
is
now, just in case anybody didn't know, I think it's 10 plus 12 versus light. Is that what it is? That's what it is now, right?
Don't ask me about
So
numbers.
against Terran, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm willing
No,
to
but it
accept that.
sounds about right to me.
So against Terran workers, it takes 3 shots now. Of course, Terran was the main one having problems against this. But against everybody else, it is still 2 shots. Against Marines as well, I guess, early game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that helps out for Terran. Mostly for Terran. It's mostly a Terran patch. As a nerf to Protoss.
Yeah, Protoss did get a couple nerfs. Well, it was the depth nerf and the mothership. I guess the photon overcharge nerf as well. We have yet to see though. It's a fairly new patch, so. This
again.
Whoa!
I didn't sign up for this.
He did not. He gets the surround. Oh, a little bit sloppy
Oh,
again
boy.
by Neeb, but something that Neeb can can handle himself. We see the War Prism going out there. Just
Yep.
managed to dodge out of the vision. But will he continue? These lings are getting awfully close. It's kind of scary. This is pretty close. Will he get spotted? Yeah, he does get spotted. A little unfortunate there for Neeb, as his cards are laid out on the table here. More lings being built right now by Bly in response to this Warp Prism. The Overlord's going to get taken out to the southern part of the main base of Neeb.
Back at home, Neeb doesn't have all that much to reinforce us anyway. So
Yeah.
I think he just, put this out there. Oh, pick up. You gotta pick up.
Yeah.
Picks up after the shield's good. Or dead. Good job, Neeb. Wow. The gates come in, and Blink is on the way, as you have shown. +1 as well. So, stuff will be happening shortly.
Yeah, I like the nice defense here by Bly, but this is really just to keep Bly honest. This is not meant to kill him. As you said, he didn't have the gateways to really force the issue. A nice little micro here, a War Prism micro by Neeb, as expected from a player of his caliber.
Yeah. I mean, you have the War Prison, you have the units, you might as well make some use of it, and that's what he's doing. He's going to harass a little bit. Keep Bly from doing the regular stuff. Maybe the injects will be a little bit slower. Maybe his Lings will lose, 3 or 4 of them here and there. And Lings are really, I think, probably what you'd use to stop the Blink Stalkers right now at this point of the game. Early push like this.
Yeah, Bly's here just to make sure to see if there's a third base. There is no third base. He does see a lot of Stalkers, though, so he must know, or at least assume, what is up. Oh, these Adepts with that Warp Prism still being annoying.
2 drones.
Again, something to consider. It's not just about the drone deaths. It's about forcing Bly to
Spire.
create Lings and not drones.
Spire and their armed unit is being built. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a good reaction. But against Blink Stalkers, and especially in mass numbers, will it work? I wonder
Yeah,
if he can pick off this Warp Prism early on with these mutas. That might be the way. You have to go right for it, though.
Oh, but these Stalkers come in just in the nick of time, too, to defend the Warp Prism. Warp Prism warping in right now is more Stalkers. Blink is finished, plus one attack is finished, too, for Neeb, as he's applying pressure.
There's not enough units out.
No, there is not at all. There's some Lings, but they're it's not enough in number. And then Mutalisk tech, as you mentioned, was researched, and they are not that great against Blink Stalkers, at least not until they hit some sort of critical mass. Not ideal in any situation. These Lings are applying some pressure, but workers are pulled, trying to get some kills, but Blink is in effect, and the Blinks are good.
He will be able to pick off his Warp Prism, maybe?
Yeah, he's definitely
but at the cost of everything, though.
Yeah, he's losing everything.
Yeah.
A worker count is about even as we speak. Still no third base on the way for Neeb.
No, there isn't a third over here, by the way, too. So if he does survive this somehow, and his workers count is all right, he won't be in a terrible position, but surviving this is going to be the hard part.
Yeah, surviving is half the battle, I hear. And
I think he did see some Lings come down from the top here, did he? Did he see
No,
them?
he did. Well, he doesn't. Well, he might.
He doesn't know it's there, but I thought he
know.
saw Lings come down. See, these ones right here. Oh, no, pulled back. Good job, Bly. Good job.
All right, with no Warp Prism, he has to reinforce his units from across the map. Does Neeb. The attack is commencing. More workers are being pulled. The Mutalisks are getting evaporated by these Stalkers, as it looks like Neeb was focus firing just a bit, but these Lings are getting some kills here too. But it is a lot of Stalkers. Again, +1 attack has been researched. 25 drones going down. These Queens putting in the work, but GG's called. Neeb takes the game and the series 2-0.
So, Neeb is one of the strongest players in this four-man stage here, I would say. So I'm not sure if that was too unexpected, but still, that was.
We mentioned before that Bly did say
it
was the one person he's scared of.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is too, Bly just had a really great showing at DreamHack.
Yeah,
we made it. Has been good overall.
Yeah, we know he can perform at the highest level, but we know Neeb can as well. I mean, we're seeing this narrative throughout the foreign scene that, you know, people know of Neeb on ladder and throughout these events, and they're scared of him. They know his style.